The biggest issue in the mind of most parents this day is whether the schools will reopen for their kids on July the 1st as the government has promised or not. Because judging from the experience with on the serious online learning teaching, which started yesterday, I mean, certainly the pressure is on the government to reopen classes as soon as possible, because it looks like the country in general is not really prepared already for online teaching, online learning, judging from complaints from all these technical hiccups that have happened so far. So certainly, I mean, the authorities are thinking very hard about this. But of course, there has been warning or precaution from the medical side about opening the school this early, because there are concerns that once schools reopen, then it will be very difficult to contain the virus, with children running around on campuses and with no protection, preventive measures guarantee.
Yeah, it's to the mention of COVID-19 and education, especially for the children. But today during CCSA press briefing by Dr. Tawisin, he also picked up an example from school in France, Kuntepchai, in which the school has been open for 40,000 schools in France, all over France. But after a week or so, it has been detected 70 students have been infected with COVID-19, and that's why the French educational minister has issued a warning about a second wave of infection in educational institutes. So that's quite a dilemma, because on the one hand, Ministry of Education would like to have children to attend school and carry on with education, especially online, and to have the school reopen and have students mingle, have activities again. That's increased the risk of having infected one another, Kuntepchai.
Yeah, that's why today we have a note of caution from Dr. Yong Puvarawan, a well-known virologist who works in the pediatrics department at the Faculty of Medicine of Chulalongkorn University. He cautioned that the timing for the reopening of schools should not be a political decision. It should be based more on scientific reasoning. That is a caution from him, that any decision to reopen schools should not be a political one, but should be supported by scientific findings and evaluation. So, because Dr. Yong certainly has a lot of concerns about schools reopening so soon, while the country has yet to really contain the spread of the virus.
That's right. Scientific data in which he mentioned means safety of the children and timing of the reopening school and social distancing has to be maintained as well. That means all the facility, all the arrangement in the school should be rearranged to fit in COVID-19 restrictive measures, in which this must be very challenging for schools all over the country, Kuntepchai, especially in terms of having rearranged all the facilities. That's why online education has been another option coming up, but it's very controversial as far as we can see response from social media, how they have the first day yesterday on having DLTV yesterday.
Yeah. It's understandable why many parents are very anxious to have their kids back to school, because having to work from home and having to take care of the kids at home certainly have made many parents handful. So they would very much want to see life return to normal. But of course, I mean, the doctor's note of caution today should also be taken into consideration in deciding whether or not we will go ahead with the July 1st, reopening of the schools.